Hi and welcome to this tutorial for LiDAR360. Today we'll be focusing on the use of the point cloud classification tools within LiDAR360. So first you want to launch LiDAR360 and add in your sample data. This sample data set has RGB information also. On the toolbar, click Classify and then Classify Ground Points. The default parameters are optimized for most general situations. Without any prior knowledge of the local landscape, you may accept the default parameters in the initial test run, then click OK to run the tool. Change the display option back to RGB to better identify the ground objects. Select a region where buildings, high vegetation, and low vegetation are all present. Use the polygon selection tool to select the region. Click In-Cut tool to cut the selected points. Save Cut Point Cloud as a new data set and add it to the project. Click Profile in the toolbar and then click Profile in the Profile Editor and draw a line along the rooftop. Click Viewer Direction to change the view, and you can also use the Rotate Mouse to rotate the view in the profile window. Now under Function Panel in the Profile Editor, click the Class Setting tab and change the To class to Building, and then use the Polygon Selection tool to select the building points. Switch the display option to Display by Classification, and the building points selected are displayed in red. Then click Save Results to save the classification result. Rotate the view to classify all the building points and use the same strategy to classify the high vegetation and the medium vegetation also. LiDAR360 also provides machine learning tools which use random forest methods for classification. So to do this, click Classify and then Classify by Machine Learning, and then select the city.rgb.ly data file as your input point cloud. Then select all classes except for the ground as your from class, and then select the training sample as training files. Select all classes except for the ground as training class, and then save the model as a .vcm training model file. Click OK to run the classification. So after the machine learning classification, notice that the majority of the land cover has been classified correctly into your target classes. However, some points may be misclassified. Some rooftops are not classified as building correctly. Then you can use the interactive classification tools to reclassify these points into the building class. The points that are unclassified are mainly low vegetation such as grasses or bare earth. We will use the Classify by Height Above Ground tool to classify these two in particular classes. So then you can click Display and then go to Class Setting Options, and then the default classes such as ground and buildings are listed in the class list. The reserved records can be used for your customized classes. So double click on the reserved 16 and you can rename it to bare land, and then click OK to save. So then you can go to click Classify and Classify Height Above Ground, and then only check the city.rgb.ly data file as the input data. And then select Unclassified from the class and select 16 bare land as To class. And select minimum height to be 0 meters and maximum height to be 0.2 meters. Then click OK to run the tool. Please check out our YouTube page for more tutorials and training materials for LiDAR360 and our other software offerings. Thank you.